Hi there, here's the newly launched Realme Narzo N53. The mini capsule is back and it looks even cooler with the notch. You get a 90Hz refresh rate, up to 12GB dynamic RAM. It's also a super slim phone at just 7.49mm, yet it doesn't compensate on the battery size. We don't have the price at the time of making this video, but surely it's a sub 10K phone. Let's quickly unbox it and dive in deeper so you can decide if you should buy the Narzo N53 or not. Let's begin. So here's the detailed packaging, beautiful blue box, some key features mentioned behind. Below is the variant info. This is a 6GB RAM, 128GB ROM variant. Let's open it up. Inside the box is some paperwork, brown transparent TPU cover. The quality is really nice. At least we know the cover is not going to get yellowish. Then the phone itself, a USB-C cable and a 33-watt charging adapter. Chalo, badhiya. So first thing, it's so slim. If I'm not mistaken, it's the slimmest Realme phone at 7.49mm, and just like I mentioned earlier, there is no battery trade-off either. We get a huge 5000 mAh battery that will easily last you a day to even two with light use. I'm so glad we see a 33-watt fast charger because most 10K phones come with 10-watt or maximum 18-watt charger. So this is amazing. It gets you to 50% in half an hour and 0 to 100 in about hour 20 minutes. Coming back to the design. So this is a feather gold color with a line-like texture, but it's shiny and very glossy. See the way it reacts to the light. The good thing is, even though it comes with a glossy back, it doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. So cool. Dual cameras on the back, 50 megapixel primary and a depth sensor for portraits. Yes, it looks like a triple camera setup, but the right module is the flash. The side capacitive fingerprint scanner is very responsive and quick to unlock. At the bottom is a 3.5 headphone jack, a microphone, a USB-C port and a single downfiring speaker. The SIM card tray can house 2 nano SIM cards and it's also got support for a dedicated SD card up to 2TB. It's good to have support for an SD card, but I always suggest get the higher storage variant. The user experience and the speed will be drastically faster than any external storage. Coming to the display. So we get a 6.74-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1600 by 720 pixels. Now even though not a full HD display, the text is very clearly visible. The color reproduction is actually quite good, so close to an AMOLED display. 90Hz refresh rate provides smooth animations and you can notice a drastic difference from the regular 60Hz. You can switch it to 60Hz if needed, that will also help you save battery. You can spot the water drop notch housing the 8 megapixel front camera. Talking about the notch, it comes with a mini capsule. Well, it's basically a software feature which uses the camera's notch to provide you more info about the battery. Like when you plug it into charge, you can see super walk charging along with the battery percentage with a blue ring around it. When it's full, it will be green, it's red, it will be low. Later, with an OT update, it will also show you your data usage and your daily step statistics, like a steps counter. This feature is currently at a very early stage, so sadly there's no support for third-party apps or notification, though having that would be just next level. But the good thing is, since this is native, the animations are buttery smooth. Of course, if you don't want to use this feature, you can turn it off from the mini capsule settings. Watching movies and videos on this phone are a pretty good experience. It's clear and bright. It comes with Widevine L3 certification, so apps like Netflix and Prime Videos will be restricted to only 540p. Here's a sample, and frankly, it's really clear and very much viewable. Considering the price bracket, the viewing experience is more than satisfactory. What do you think? Write down in the comments and let us know. By the way, YouTube will stream at 720p 60fps without any problem, which I'm sure is the app most people are going to use on this phone. There's also a single downfiring speaker, it gets loud enough. In fact, there's a feature called Ultra Boom, which gives the volume a further 150% boost. It's always handy while watching a movie and you're having trouble understanding the dialogue. Though I wish it had stereo speakers, but itne paise mein itna hi milega. And frankly, the single speaker is good enough. Coming to the user experience. So it's running Android 13 Go edition. It's kind of a light version of Android that consumes lesser space and it's well optimized for mid-range chipsets. It mostly looks similar to stock Android. It's very smooth and clean. And by clean, I mean no unwanted features. But surely, lots and lots of bloatware can be seen. But the good thing is you can delete most of the apps that you don't need. Coming to the hardware. So it's powered by the Unisoc T612 chipset. It's not an extreme powerhouse, but it's no slouch either. Running your basic routine apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, Gmail, Google Maps all work like a breeze. And I'm assuming most people who are going to buy this phone are going to use these kind of apps. The unit we have came with 6GB LPDDR4X RAM. There's also another unit with 4GB RAM, and you can further expand by another 6GB, giving you a total of 12GB RAM. That's insane for a sub 10,000 phone. It helps launch apps quickly, multitasking becomes a breeze, and the best part is most often used apps are still in memory. We ran some benchmarks starting with Antutu and we got 2,21,328, which is quite good. Storage type is eMMC 5.1 and we ran the test for that as well, and we got 304 MB read and 242 MB write. It's not the best, but okay for a phone at this price. Now, when it comes to gaming, most basic games like Candy Crush and Subway Surfer will work really well. In fact, I love 90Hz smoothness on these games. Some high graphic games like Call of Duty will also work, but the experience won't be that great. Casual gaming on this phone is good to go. Coming to the camera. So here are some pictures taken with the 50 megapixel rear camera. It's really impressive during the day, good natural colors, dynamic range is also pretty decent and very clear. Here are some taken in low light, and frankly they're quite decent too if you consider the price of this phone. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Here is a full HD video shot handheld, not the smoothest though, but still maintaining good amount of detail. Here are some selfies, very clear, good skin tones and bright enough. Here are some portrait shots, edge detection too is pretty good. Here are some selfies taken in low light, some are blur and some are really clear. The front camera can record videos only up to 720p, which is pretty okay. Here's a sample. Alright, so the Narzo N53 has a lot of things other phones in the 10K bracket don't have, like a fingerprint scanner, a super slim design, 33-watt fast charging, and of course the mini capsule feature, which none have. Though I would like to see that feature develop further where we can make more use of it. But still, it's a good start. The Narzo N53 packs in a lot for a budget phone. Sadly, we don't have the price at the time of making this video, but you can find the price, availability details and the purchase links below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.